Joining us now is Ian Hamilton, Mental Health and Substance Abuse Lecturer at the University of York. Good morning to you. Are you surprised at how, even though since 2016 this was made illegal, it doesn't seem to have stemmed its use?
Well, I think where the new legislation has been effective is in reducing curious and almost spontaneous use. So for young teenagers, usually from a middle class background, head shops have closed so they don't have access to the drug. But what has become apparent is for very vulnerable groups, for prisoners, for homeless people and other marginalised groups, use hasn't gone away. And in fact, what's happened is because the Act has reduced the variety of substances and formats this drug is available in, it's actually made things worse. So we see far more potent varieties of synthetic drugs around, like spice, which means that for vulnerable groups, they find it very difficult to titrate the amount of the drug that they're taking. So it becomes quite almost experimental, dose by dose, knowing how much you should take, and the parameters for that are between death and barely conscious.
Well, people may have seen some of the images of the way it can affect people, this sort of this kind of zombie behaviour. Can you give us a sense of, I mean, you talked about the different ways it can affect people. Just talk us through that.
Well, I think what most people would recognise is our other favourite drug, alcohol. You know, alcohol works in a very similar way in that it slows you down, it works on your respiratory system. So, I mean, a lot of people take issue with the word zombie, but, you know, this almost static state that you can end up in is clearly very dangerous, you know, particularly for, you know, if you and I get unwell, we have the privacy of not having people watching us. You know, for someone who's street homeless, they don't have that privacy.
Already vulnerable, and then even
and
more
highly
so.
highly visible. So, you know, whether it's Manchester, Birmingham, London, whatever city centre, people are you know, commonly see people who are in these states, but they also see them on a Saturday night with alcohol. You know, it's a very similar type of presentation.
What about in prisons? You were saying that prisoners, it seems to be prevalent, or it seems to be used